4-hour flight to Madeira from Liverpool Airport, and then a 30-minute transfer to the hotel. The room had air conditioning, all towels in the bathrooms were changed on a regular basis, and we were also given pool towels that again you just take down to reception. You can change them whenever you want to. There was a safe in the room, and every time we got back to the room, the beds had been made. So first impressions of the hotel room, pretty good. A nice sea view though. We were watching every day. We could see the boats and the boat trips go in and out, and also the cruise ships. They spend a lot of time, the cruise ships do, in Funchal. We were literally a 40-minute walk away from the main town, so we thought we might as well go down into town and grab ourselves a little tour. Free bus trip because we booked it through the hotel. Jumped on the bus and headed down to the Funchal main city centre. You'll see all the cruise ships as you go into the city centre, all moored up, so just beware of lots and lots of people in the main city centre when the cruise ships are in. Lots of boat trips and lots of people going out on sea. Right, so we've arrived at the marina in Funchal. So anyway, we're here in the main city centre now, or in the marina area, and we're catching a catamaran to go out and look for some dolphins and some whales. So fingers crossed. We've spent our 40 euros each on an experience that my wife's always wanted to do. It's a little bit of a tick box thing going on here. There's a massive cruise ship that I showed you earlier that has arrived in town. Obviously there's a lot of people going to be disappearing in town, so we're going to have a wander around town afterwards, but this is a 3-hour trip on a catamaran. So we're just waiting for boarding and then away we go. Hello. Thank you. So we've just seen some dolphins, but we didn't see a lot of them because where we're stood on the top deck, you couldn't really see a lot of where the dolphins were. But you could see them and you couldn't see them. The best place to see was down at the bottom on the netting. By the looks of it, everybody was sort of jeering and stuff as the dolphins were swimming by the side of the boats. So I'm not really sure where we're headed now. It looks like we're heading back over towards the island. Maybe the guy that's piloting the boat knows more than we do, so hopefully we're going to see some whales, and hopefully I get them on camera. So just come off the catamaran trip for the dolphin and the whale watching. Saw some dolphins I saw on the video. I tried to video as much as I could of them, but you know, as you can see, the people right on the front saw more of them than we did, and we were stood right on top of the boat. So the catamaran trip, yeah, it's all right. It's a bit of a boat trip. I'd have been impressed if we had seen any whales, because it wasn't as if we were looking for them. We just basically went out to sea. There was a couple of other catamarans picked up on a pod of dolphins, and then we made our way back again. So would I go on it again? If it was like today when it's dead cloudy and there's nothing else to do, the sun's not out, so there's no sunbathing, yes, I probably would, but unless I wouldn't waste a day from the sun or doing other things. So we're going to go uptown, have a look uptown. So we're going to jump on the cable cars now. These will take us all the way from way down by the sea. When we were there, it cost us 20 euros each way, return journey. So we jumped on here. And then it took us, oh, good 15-20 minutes to climb all the way to the top in the cable car. And then when you get to the top, you've got these magnificent views. You can see all the way across the bay. And then we decided to go up and turn left out of the cable car, which takes us up towards a little church. There was loads and loads of steps. To walk up into the church, and then we had a little wander inside the church, but it was really cool. So we did, to be honest, we did sit here for a moment or two, just having a look at the artwork in the church. And to cool off, because it was really warm today in Madeira. And then we came down to look and see if the bobsleighs or the toboggans were working, but unfortunately this week they're on holiday. A bugger. So we didn't find the queues were that bad when we were coming up in the cable car because of the cruise ship. Now we were told that the cruise ship was only there overnight and it was gone. So if you come into Madeira, keep an eye on when the cruise ships are here, because as soon as the cruise ships arrive, you could have thousands of people suddenly landing in the middle of Madeira, wanting to go shopping, wanting to use the cable cars, wanting to use all the restaurants, wanting to go out on trips. So all of a sudden Madeira becomes really, really busy, and that's from early-ish in the morning, so from sort of 9 AM until around about 5 PM, because the cruise ships usually leave around 6, so I think the last time they asked for people to board back on the ships is around about 5. So you find a lot of people are walking back to the cruise ships at around about 4 to 4:30. But there is an app you can find. If you go onto Google Store or whatever you call it, where you get all your apps from, you can download an app that will tell you when the cruise ships are coming and going into port. Now when we checked it, it said there was no cruise ships coming in on Saturday, so it wasn't quite right. So if you can find a better app, then comment below and we can all learn about better apps. Okay, so we're out on the town tonight and we're going to take you out for a little wander around Madeira. First of all, we're going to find somewhere to have a Guinness, because me and the wife always find somewhere to have a Guinness when we're out and about. So the little Irish bar just up the road from where we are now, and then we're going to have a quick see people here trying to get us to go into their little restaurants. It happens all the time when you're walking down the roads. People try to entice you into their restaurant, which is great. So we're going to have a little wander down to the Irish bar, quick pint of Guinness, then back towards town that way, because we booked an Indian meal, and I'll show you some of the other places you can eat as well. Fit that in. Yeah. Cheers. So there we go. Been to the Irish bar. Didn't have a Guinness, had a Magners, as you saw. Wife had a Guinness. So we're now heading out back down into town, where we've booked ourselves into a nice little Indian restaurant that we've been to before. So we're going to go back to there because the owner's there, cracking bloke. I might see if he'll go on camera and say hello. Who knows? So we're going to pop into there, but just a quick montage of where we've already been and some of the restaurants we've already used and how we rate them. So I'll let you have a look at that as we make our way downtown. So there we go, finished the Indian meal, very, very good. Got to go and see that guy at the Indian place if you ever come into Madeira. Fantastic, really, really chatty, great service. So we're making our way back to the hotel now. We're gonna have a wander down, and then tomorrow we've got one more day and then we're back home. So I'll get some more video around the pool and show you a little bit more around the hotel. The hotel was very clean, well maintained, and the quality of service was really good from the staff as well. We'd booked our room on bed and breakfast, so we only spent our time eating at the hotel on breakfast time. There was a great selection of loads of different things to eat, loads of different things to drink, from your fruits, your yogurts, your salads, all the way through to your cooked breakfast, which I seem to have most days. Or if you fancied an omelette, they'd even make you one of them. Outside in the main pool area, always clean, always nice and tidy. Staff coming out and clearing up people's glasses and plates and stuff from eating and drinking out there. There always seemed to be sunbeds available as well. Every time we went down, there was at least half a dozen sunbeds available as people come and go. Now we used this deck once with these lovely big comfy beds, which were fantastic when you're in them, but you just try to get back out of them again. You have to kind of roll your way back out of them again. So last day in Madeira. Let's just summarise up and then all about our thoughts and feelings of how we've gone on. First of all, the hotel. Let's talk about the hotel. Great little place to stop. It was affordable in my point of view. Bed and breakfast was great. Breakfast was great in the restaurant area at breakfast. Lots of different types of breakfast you can have, from yogurts to full English with bacon and sausage and God knows what. So there was lots and lots of different things you could have for breakfast. Lots of different types of coffees, yogurts, you know, you name it, pastries. You got the infamous toaster where you stick your toast in and disappear for 10 minutes while it runs itself through to do the toast, because the toast takes ages to do, so you kind of put that in when you first get there, go off, get your breakfast and your coffee or your juice, and then go back for your toast later. Reception really good, really friendly staff at reception. Pool area was very nice as well. Different levels, you could sort of like 3 or 4 different levels that you could spend in and around the pool, where you could be having sort of your normal sunbeds, or you went to the next level up and there was these dead comfy sunbeds, or you went to the next level up from there, which was also where the gym was, and some toilets up there. So you could spend some time in the gym if that's what you really want to do on your holiday. It's not something I'd like to do on my holiday. Used to when I was younger, but not anymore. And then the lower level where the pool is. Pool, it doesn't feel like it was heated. It was one of them pools where it's nice once you're in, you know, it feels a lot better. But it was just that initial getting in and getting used to the temperature, and then away you went. It was lovely. So it cooled you down when it was really hot in the sun. You were able to cool yourself down in the pool. And as you can see here, there's loads and loads of things to do outside. You've got all these swimming areas across the back here, some giant diving boards. You have to hire all these, you have to pay for all these seating areas to go in. There's another swimming pool just down there, but again you have to pay for all this, so you have to go down and pay a few euros to be able to get yourself in. A lot of people, as you can see on the decks there, just putting their towels on the concrete and just lying on there, basically not using the sunbeds, because that's what they want to do. With that rock over there that we saw, there were some locals jumping off that the other day. There's a bit of a ledge and we were watching them jump over into the sea. Completely crackers. Wouldn't mind trying it when I was younger, but nah, I didn't really want to come away with 2 broken ankles. So all this area here, like I say, is the Lido area that you pay to get in for. The Lido itself, you pay here to go into the Lido itself, and then you spend however long in the Lido. We haven't done it, so I don't know how much what you're actually paying for, to be honest. Gives you all the local ideas of what's going on here as well, with the different temperatures. So we're talking 26 degrees air temperature at the moment, 24 degrees water temperature, UV of 850, tide is up. It gives you all this info on here, and it's saying that the tide will be back down and out at 3:30 today. Walking in any direction from the hotel, you can walk all the way along these promenades for miles. You can go all the way around the coast, walking for as far or as long as you want. Loads of places to eat and stop for something to eat and drink on the way. Ice creams or whatever you want to do. A few things you can do to save yourself a few euros. If you're going out and buying stuff from a local grocery store, don't use the Spar shops. Spar shops are dead expensive. You're kind of a bit of a rip-off, to be honest. And any rep will tell you that the Spar shops are a bit of a riff. So we go to the other ones. We go to these, which are a lot cheaper. And they got some. We popped in there every day for a sandwich to eat. Every day we popped in there, and it was really, really good. Also, if you're out and you like a beer, I would suggest drinking the Coral beer, which is the local beers. They seem to be a lot cheaper, and especially if you get them from the Pingo Pingo shop. Really good beers in there, and it's really, really cheap as well. You know, you can pick them a pack up for €4.50 a pack of beers, and we took them back to the room, put them in the fridge, and we just helped ourselves when we needed them. And same when you were out, you pay sort of around about between 3 and 5 euros, depending on if you're on a bar on the front, or if you're in a bar further back, a few streets back. All depends. You sort of pick your place where you go. Anything imported like your Guinnesses, I had up the other night, and your Magnusons, you'll pay dearly for them. You know, Magnusons I think was 6 euros. And for a pint of Guinness was also 6 or 7 euros. So any imported beers can be very expensive. As we did only bed and breakfast, we just went out and got to the Pingo Doce to get our sandwiches for dinner, and then you get bottled water from there, fridge stuff, massive. It's like a Tesco's in the UK, but a lot cheaper. So Madeira, yeah. Reason we came here was we were here 2019 on a cruise, and it was December, so the weather wasn't this good, but the place seemed to be really, really good. So would I come back to Madeira again? Yes, I definitely would. I would recommend Madeira to families and couples and singles and whatever, really, because they seem to cater for every need as an island, and there's lots and lots of things to see and do as well. If you could spend 2 weeks here and hire yourself a car or a motorbike or whatever, and scoot off around the island and see loads and loads of different stuff. And the Hotel Allegro, yes, I would recommend the Hotel Allegro. Again, adults-only hotel, very clean, nice staff. Breakfast was okay, everything you needed to really get on and have a good holiday. But there's lots and lots of hotels around. To be honest, when we were walking around, we were looking at lots and lots of different hotels in the local area. I'm wondering next time we came back, would we try a different one? But this one seems to be quite central to like bars, pizza shops, your local markets, and lots of different things within 15-minute walk, and everywhere really clean, really tidy. So there we go, coming to the end of our journey now in Madeira, on a 7-day trip with me and my wife. So thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please like the video, subscribe, ding, and share to all your friends. Thanks very much for watching. Andy Whitehouse Lifestyle.